All right, good morning, everybody. Time again for another round of coffee and questions. And today's topic, I was talking with a friend of mine that wanted to make some adjustable lighting, mount it to the wall in his garage. I came across some pictures on the web. We made a couple of these for his garage, and I took some pictures of them, and I actually sold two more of them going downstream, and they're very easy to make. I'm going to throw up a picture. We'll get right after it. I'll show you how easy this is to do, and actually how handy it is to have in your garage if you choose to make them. Give me 1 sec to change the picture and we'll get right to it. Okay, now these are pictures I pulled off of the web because we used these, and we used this guy's same design to make the ones that we made for a friend of mine. If you take a look at these, there's very little, to really making these. If you get yourself some tube steel and you can cut them to length, and by going down to whether it's Home Depot or in my case here in the valley, there's an Ace Hardware, and you might have Tractor Supply, these other places, and take a look. You can buy all of these things in the nut and bolt section. You can buy the plastic knobs for tightening and loosening and being able to pivot those LED lights, and you can have these spacers like you see on the arms over here where the two pieces of metal come together. Those black spacers for those bolts, you've got washers, you've got bolts, and I put enough pictures up here to where this is really easy, for you to go ahead and make. It's very simple. And we made them, and we put, because he put his up on the wall, like where there's two 2x4s, we simply took a piece of tube steel, we drilled a couple of holes, because he made it long enough to where he could attach it to two studs. And then we used lag bolts, and we lagged it straight into his wall, and then he had it the height that he wanted. And then if you use these spacers like it's showing you in the picture, if you just stop the video, pause it, and take a close look at these, you're going to see how easy this really is to make. There's very little welding. Now we, at the very beginning, just welded a little bracket, you can see, to that first piece of steel that goes to the wall. We drilled a hole, and then we added these rectangular pieces of steel. So just stop the video and take a close look at this for a minute, and you'll figure out how easy this is to make. We'll move into the question part of this now, and let's see what other people have to say. Okay, one question that pops up, and I didn't explain, is the picture right here to the right of me is the light itself. Now, in the picture above, when I read how this guy did it on the forum, he used these snap-on LED lights, which have an incredibly high amount of lumens, which means it's a hell of a lot brighter. But it wasn't too much more than these, and these were on sale at the place that the friend of mine stopped at, and he went ahead and bought these. Now, you can find them online. My advice is you want the highest lumen that you can. Energy efficiency is important, but if you're going to be working at night or anything like that, these were a great deal here. So I don't know. Take a look around, see what you can come across. Now, the friend of mine, we mounted only one light, to that arm, like you see in the picture straight up above with the snap-on. But you can, on the pictures over on the far right and on the far right bottom, you can actually make that plate on the front of it, to where a little piece of plate steel, and you can fix it on there with a knob that you can still turn each light independently, or you'll see on the picture on the bottom right over here in the middle, there's a knob where you can loosen it and turn both lights. So we made his in a single fashion. This over here I think is an excellent idea. I haven't made it yet, but if I made one for my garage, I would make it like the one over here on the bottom right with a long piece of steel where you could put two lights on it if you wanted to. I can adjust the lights independently if I wanted to, or that knob in the middle there, I can loosen it and adjust both of them, to the right or to the left. So I think this is a slick idea. I took photographs of these when I was done, similar to the ones in the picture. I carry them on my phone, and the reason why is I sold two of these to somebody at work. I sold them for about 50 bucks a piece. I wasn't making a lot of money off of them, but I said, yeah, I'll make them for you, because actually, we'll talk about making them in a minute because there was a question about that. But I carry them on my phone for a reason. I carry lots of pictures of lots of things that I do, and I'll hook up with somebody and we'll sit around and talk, and they scroll through my phone and looking at all the pictures, and it's a way to advertise, sell, and make yourself some more money. So I always carry photographs of things that I do to show people. All right, the next question. The question relates to adjustability. Well, okay, take a look at the picture on the very upper top right. Now, you can swing this thing out into any position you want once it's mounted. And by these knobs, which like I said, you can buy them at any supply store, the knobs are on the lights themselves. You can tilt it up, you can tilt it down. You have a knob on the base of it there in the middle where you can adjust it to the right or to the left. Or you can adjust each one independently. I mean, you have tons of versatility when it comes to adjusting the light to your particular needs. So that's the reason why I really like this design idea. And, you know, and this is why we made him that way, is that way he and his shop can adjust it any way he wants to shine on any area that he's working in the shop, just by walking over, grabbing it, and tweaking it a little bit. What tools did I use to cut the metal? I have a chop saw with an abrasive blade, and it's easy. You just mark and cut, and I cut up, you know, everything twice, of course, because we made 2 of these originally at first. But you can use a hacksaw if that's all that you have. You can use, you know, 4.5-inch angle grinder with a cutoff wheel. You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, super clean, super fancy. You can clean it all up with an abrasive wheel on that 4.5-inch grinder, and you can paint it whatever color you want. I mean, it's not like a showroom thing. It's something that's very functional. It's easy to make. You don't really need a lot of tools. I mean, you need a way to weld that first bracket on, you know, for the lighting, the one that, you know, fixes to the wall, like I said. But then after that, it's just drilling holes. Now, it'd be easier if you had a drill press. If you don't, yes, you can still use a hand drill, and you can drill through and line these up. It is a fast, easy project. And like I said, I'm not going to make a lot of money, you know, selling them at $50 a piece, but, you know, it was a quick, easy way to make a couple of bucks. So, I mean, I went ahead and made a couple of them for a friend. Anyway, next question. Where's a good place to buy these lights? I would tell you to search eBay and search Amazon. I mean, look around. The lumens is what's important in this. These were energy efficient, you know, 35 watts like it says. So it's an energy saving thing, especially if you're going to be using them a lot in the evening or at night, you know, to light up your shop. So you want energy efficiency also. You know, just take a look, see what you run across. I don't go out and buy Snap-on lights. I would not do that. I think Snap-on makes fantastic tools, but I think they're incredibly pricey. So are all their products. There are other products out there equally as good that you can get a hell of a lot cheaper. So I would tell you to shop around, you know, for the best deal on the lights that you can. I would encourage you to buy 2, even if you're only mounting 1, so that you have, you know, a backup. I mean, because depending on who makes these, you don't know the longevity of them, and who knows, you know, after you put 1 up there, you might go, shit, I wish I would have put up 2 of them. This place would have lit up like daylight. But then you have the ability, and you have that extra light, and they're not that costly. Can you hide the cords? Yeah, look, I suppose you could run them through this tube steel some way if you wanted to. I didn't do that. I mean, I just took, like you see in the pictures over here, I just took the cords it came with, and we ran them neatly over to the wall and then down the wall to, you know, a receptacle. That's all. I mean, but, you know, you can put as much time and, you know, make it as elaborate as you want. This was meant to be just a quick project for you. I mean, something that's very useful. It's also something you can make money selling. Take pictures, keep them on your phone, show them to your friends, family, all that stuff. Let the word get around. It's an easy way to advertise. I'm the Home Handyman. I hope you folks enjoyed this quick video on this how-to. I hope you follow me and click subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.